This is your Love Scope reading for September 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly, and thank you so much for all the support and love that you send my way each and every day. Thank you truly. Now let's get right to the cards, because we start with such a beautiful card, the King of Cups. So there's not too many that beat him out when it comes to a love reading, and a spectacular card being the leader here. Okay, so this is essentially a card that says that strength, balance of your desires of your heart are coming into being. This is a month. Now, we do have the Tower to balance it off, though. So this could very well be that something is almost unearthed, moved, shaken up. Maybe a reality sets in, maybe a fantasy dissipates. And I think when these two cards come up together, a lot of times relationships that are strong get stronger, but the weaker relationships dissipate. So if you're thinking that in some way your relationship is flawed, okay, this is where you want to strip the darkness away. You want to get to the very heart of the matter. You want to find out what is the true pulse of the relationship. If you're in a relationship, it's the pulse of the relationship and where it's going. You want the ugly to burn away. You want an honest, loving approach going forward. And so I think also with these two cards, you can express yourself in a whole new way. It's kind of like you can cut through, or you can actually get your voice out this month, where you might have not been able to express yourself in the past, or when you tried to express yourself, it didn't come out right. So remember, in each and every relationship, that if for some reason it's not working, and it can't be resolved through communicating and having the conversations, it's just not a strong relationship. Remember that the universe, God, your angels may be asking you to move away from a relationship so that only the best can be for you. But I think with the King of Cups, it's going to be more of the other way. I think the strong relationships become stronger. You become stronger within the relationship. You bring in a balance, or a balance comes to be because of maybe the way you have expressed yourself. Because the King of Cups was your first card. So maybe you are expressing your passion or your sweetness or the depth of your desire. This is a very loving and caring individual. Okay, the King of Cups, when it comes to his kingdoms, he rules with a passion. He rules with his heart. Now, he does use, because he is a king, and if you just rule with your heart, you're not going to be a king very long. You've got to use sensibility. You've got to use practicalities. You have to see long term. But he's usually the one that makes all the right decisions out of love. He considers how a decision may pain another person, or another country, or another society. He takes it in. He's caring. He's like the father figure. Now, we have the Fool, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. The Fool is new beginnings. So, could a new relationship come to be this month? Absolutely. It will come out of nowhere, by the way, with the Fool here. And I would say definitely to go with the flow, not to overanalyze the situation, not to read too much into the situations. Just go with the flow and love the moment. And other things will be revealed in time, but this isn't the month for things to be revealed. And you don't need to know their life story, and they don't need to know your life story at this point in time in a new relationship. Just go with the flow. Enjoy the moment. Allow the information to come naturally and flow into existence. Many times we have the energy where we have to know. We have to tell part of our story, or they need to tell us part of their story in order for us to gauge how we're going to go forward. But, you know, with the King of Cups as your very first card, things will be, you know, you'll have the insight, you'll have the intuition that you'll know when something is said and it just doesn't feel right, that you need to back away, or you know if something was said and oh, that felt so right, that you need to move closer. You'll just know these things through osmosis. Okay, so people that aren't in a relationship, very beautiful time, very beautiful energy for somebody new coming into your life. If you're in a relationship, this could be a newness within a relationship, okay? This could be rewriting the whole demographics of the relationship. It could be changing everything about the relationship and really starting off on a new course, a new venture, a new way of coexisting as becoming as one. So this could be the marriage proposal. This could be the extension of a family. This could be moving in together. This could be one has a job somewhere else far away, and now you have to work out a new game plan in order to keep that romance alive from a far distance for a very short time or a very long time. It could be if you're going back to school. One of you is going to one school, another is going to another, and it's changing things up very much so. With this card as your first card, the Queen of Pentacles, though, you know, we have the King of Cups and now we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is all about the confidence, all about the confidence in who they are in love. So where you might have had worry and concern over your actions or your reasonings why, I think you get a little bit more of a solid stance in what you truly want in a relationship, what you expect in a relationship, and what you know, it's like drawing the line in the sand here this month. And I don't think that you are afraid of working on a relationship if you think if it is worth the work. And in fact, you know, you might think outside the box. You might try and create new experiences, experiences that neither of you have tried before. Or if you're going out and you're trying to meet somebody, try a different place, an unusual place, a place where you wouldn't normally be, but one that you would enjoy if you were there. I think there's the perfect meeting place. And, you know, you're okay with a relationship having to take a lot of work. You're okay with giving it your all, but you expect them to meet you right back with the same kind of commitment level, don't you? So I think, if anything, that's where you're going to see the flaws within the relationship, where you give and they don't. You have obligations and responsibilities and duty within the relationship, and they don't take it as seriously. I think that's where the conversations come up. I think that's where the disconnect might come up, because this card definitely tells me that you are willing to work for it. And when you are willing to work for it, so long as they meet you on the same thought line, on the same kind of commitment level, you're ready to just go forward together and work on it together. And it doesn't matter how hard the work is. It doesn't matter how much energy you need to put into the relationship. But it's got to come from both of you, doesn't it? We do have the happily ever after card. So I think this is big picture stuff. I think this is looking long term. I think this is really looking at your happiness and what you really need to be happy. I think that your desires, your wants really comes to the front, to the conscious, okay, where it might have been lingering in the unconscious, or you haven't been wanting to bring it to the conscious, it's going to force itself through now. And you have to make some decisions, I would think, on how to go forward within the relationship. You have to make some decisions of, does this match what I want going forward? And beautiful if it does, because this card can say that a relationship can already be beautiful and magical, and you just have to keep on working at it. You just have to give your love and your passion and show your desire each and every day in order for it to just keep growing, keep being beautiful. But it's also going to show you where there might be a flaw, where you might need to apply the work, the hard work, the hard conversations. And I think you have a voice this month to do just that. Let's pick you an angel card. So yeah, I think strong relationships this month will get very much stronger. But I think where there is flaws within the relationship, if your partner does not want to meet you with the commitment, I don't think you will be able to just be the only one strong in the relationship this month. I think you find your voice this month when it comes to love, when it comes to expressing your passion, the depth of your desire. And perhaps, you might not have felt that strong in your whole communicating in the past, but this month, you're strong. So I think it's time. I think you've come to a time where it's okay now. You have the right words to communicate your true desires or your true feelings, that it makes sense when it comes out. I think you've tried in the past perhaps, but it hasn't come out right. Now, if you're looking for somebody new, I mean, just raise your light. But, you're also looking at who you've become and what you want in a relationship and what you definitely don't want in a relationship, and the commitment level that you expect a person to come in. I don't think it's footloose and fancy free kind of relationships you're looking for. I think you are looking for the long-term relationship, and so you just need to do those affirmations. You need to just raise your light and send out that message. Okay, because that will be felt within the universe. It will be felt. You ever get in a car with somebody and you immediately turn to them and you say, "Ooh, what's wrong today?" Now, they didn't say a word. They didn't even look at you yet. You didn't even see their facial expression, but you feel their energy. And it's dark and it's sad. And so it's the same way in the opposite manner with love. If you start with that affirmation every morning and you go out of the door knowing what you want in love, that light, that energy vibrates out into the universe, and that soulmate does come forward, matching the perfect description of what you were asking for. Absolutely, that happens. See what the angels say. The Nine of Raphael, make a wish, dreams come reality, a joyful time of life. Yeah, we had the happily ever after card. We had the King of Cups as your very first card. We have the Fool here, saying a very new path forward. So the Nine of Raphael, and he's actually holding the genie lamp, and he is saying make a wish. So do your affirmation. So if you are in a relationship or you are not in a relationship, those affirmations, I think, become paramount now. Okay, where I was saying before that, if you're single, do the affirmation. You know what? If you're in a relationship, do the affirmation just as much as somebody who is single. Okay, because it is your wishes, your desires, and putting that into your vibration, putting it into your daily routine and your prayer time and your meditation time is really going to make the difference. Okay, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So get ready to enjoy in love and happiness and your desires being fulfilled. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.